Yes, sir. What's up, good people? It's your boy, the boy, Henry Heck, back at it again with another video. And today I'll be giving my thoughts on the Hypercharge situation. The developer put a video up on X. They put a video on X. And what happened was it came out that they were ultimately not going to be on Game Pass. And a certain sect of Xbox gamer got upset and was telling them the game's gonna be DOA if it's not on Game Pass, good luck, and being all kind of negative because they can't get the game included in a service that they've chosen to pay for. A service to which Xbox has coerced that sect of gamer to, that's how they enjoy their games. That's how they indulge in playing video games. It's how they support the hobby, by just paying this subscription price. And Microsoft supposedly pays the devs on their behalf. And the developer spoke and said, not gonna be on Game Pass. We believe in our game. We believe our game is a fair price. It's like $26, I think, which in my opinion is a fair price. It's a pretty decent price for indie. You know what I mean? Usually the price of indie, it's a good range, of how they price them. But like, I think Pacific Drive was like $26. There are a fair amount of decent. I mean, there's a decent amount of indie games at that price point. It's not like they dropping this joint on folks' head tops for 60, 70 bones. They're not doing that. You get this, and it's even on discount. But how they really didn't appreciate the comments, and just because their game isn't on Game Pass doesn't mean it'll be DOA, and how Game Pass isn't, every game doesn't fit inside Game Pass. I kind of remember at some point them pushing to get on Game Pass. I first discovered this game last year. J-Tech had shared it, and he was inquiring about a PlayStation release because there was no information out about it coming to PlayStation. And then even in this developer video, he goes on to say their dream console, which is the Xbox. So they've been working to put this game on Xbox. I assume it's optimized for Xbox. Maybe it'll come to PlayStation later on, maybe not. Either way, I mean, even if it does, I'm not buying it. But maybe it'll come later on. Who knows? Nobody knows. So it seems to be just a Xbox PC type of thing. But with that being said, though, being a fan of Xbox, a developer aspiring to put a game on Xbox, and your own social media, you see how these people react to games not being on Xbox. You see how they sell. I mean, not Xbox, but not being on Game Pass. You see how they sell when the sales numbers are split up. Xbox, they're not out here purchasing games in enough of a number for the sales to even matter. You know what I mean? So to put a game out on Xbox, not have it on Game Pass, you gotta understand, you gonna receive some backlash for that, because that's how those gamers consume games. Most of them. Not saying that none of them buy games, because he even went on to say that, it had been pre-ordered. People did pre-order it. I assume it's a big enough number, because my speculation is they did get a number to go on Game Pass. It's just the money just wasn't what they thought it should be. I speculated for a long time that the Game Pass bag ain't what it was a year or 2 years ago. Only people I think that get a solid Game Pass bag is Sega. And Sega, they gonna get that Game Pass money and still go on the sale on PlayStation. People, Sega getting it on both ends, but everybody ain't Sega. And I'm not saying it's warranted for folks to be saying, "Oh, your shit's up, your shit," but it's the internet. It's the internet, and I hate it for them. I think at this point, when you make a game exclusively for Xbox console, it's an expectation for you to be on Game Pass, you to be available on Game Pass day one. Because you got Xbox leadership, they throwing all their stuff on there, all their first party on there. So if you an indie, how dare you not go on there? How dare you not put your game on this service for us to enjoy? First party doing it. They finna put Activision Blizzard on here. They doing it. Starfield on here. You think your game is better than a Starfield? You think you too good to go on the Game Pass? You think your game is too good to go on here next to Starfield? Next to Forza? You know, some of them might even take it as disrespect. You don't got your stuff over here on GP. We pay for this service every month, and you not gonna put it over here on GP? I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's gonna sell too crazy, but maybe their expectations just pretty low. You know what I mean? They more than likely ain't expecting to do no million. More than likely. They might hit, 200, 300,000, 400,000 max. And that might be fine for them. They might, because it's only 6 of them apparently. I really don't know the history of this game or how long it took them to put this together. I don't know if they full-time devs or they part-time devs. Of course, if they part-time devs, they'd have to be working on it for a longer period of time. And maybe perhaps being part-time devs, they wouldn't, they still got the main job. They're able to provide for themselves and feed their families, etc. Whereas if they were like full-time devs, I don't know how you would do it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how you would do it. I hope it all work out well for them. I really do. Like I said, hopefully the projections are just low and they don't have too much, money sunk into the project. But then again, this shit could be a goddamn hit. There's always a chance that this joint gonna be an absolute smacker. I just don't think that's likely. It's not even me being negative, just me being more realistic about it. We've had breakout hits this year. So it's not impossible. It's just not probable. You know what I'm saying? You had your Power World. You had your Helldivers. This could very well be one of those type of situations. But we'll see. Because I'm going to stay tuned. I'm interested in seeing how this plays out. Because these guys, he looked kind of stressed in that video. He's trying to be nice about it. He was extremely appreciative of people who gave them some money. Went out there and pre-ordered the game, which is, I think, awesome. That's awesome. You should always be appreciative of those people. And you should let those people take the forefront, rather than the people out being negative. It just seemed to me as if it was just really weighing on him. It's really probably weighing on the other people also. That's probably why he chose to speak up about. Because usually the dev won't come out saying that like this. They won't come out saying that like this. The closest we got was when is it Moon Studios, the people who did Ori, they came out and said the best way to support is to buy the game, and their stuff is on Game Pass. But we've probably had a couple others that have spoken out about how actually buying the game is support. And it's just the Moon Studio situation is the one more present in my mind since it was more recent. But I feel for him because you go up on Game Pass as an indie, you getting lost in the sea. Especially if you're not on front page or however they doing it now, you getting lost in the sea of just, it's already tough. You know how many indies come out every day, every week? It's already, a mountain to climb to even get people to see your game. But then to, hop on Game Pass also and be drowned out, it's crazy. I wouldn't do it. But, it's the dream console, the favorite console. It's the platform they prefer. That's what they've chosen the game and build their game for. I wish them the best of luck. And we're going to stay tuned, man, because I want to see what happens. I want to see how how this game does as far as sales and etc. Hopefully they hop on X and celebrate a few 100,000 sales. You know, hopefully they sell half a million. You know, we're gonna see, because rest assured their tweets will tell us how well the game is doing. And yeah, that's all I got for right now. I ain't gonna drag on too much long because I don't know too much else. I will catch y'all in the next one.